I'm Rubik. I've been playing Minecraft for over 10 years, and I like redstone so much that I ended up studying computer engineering. Because of this, people always tell me to try the Create mod, the hardest engineering mod in the game. So this time I've decided to do it, and I've given myself 10 real days to master it. My ultimate goal is to build a machine capable of mining all the caves and their materials with a single button, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I'll record this process daily and upload it to YouTube Monday through Friday, so you can track my progress to the big machine. All right, first day, so I guess I'll have to start by hitting a tree. Let's see. From what I understand, in this mod, you have to generate energy. I mean, I basically know nothing about the mod, but I do know that you have to generate energy, and that there are machines that work, and they're kind of industrial style. So, today's goal is very simple. I want to learn how energy works, how I can generate it, where it comes from, etc. I've noticed there are windmills and water mills. I want to build a small house by the river with a mill, and, well, I want my own energy generator, which will be a mill. Mills that generate energy. I think they're beautiful, and that's it. If I'm able to achieve that, I'll be happy, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I don't know how difficult mills are, or if they're easy, but of course the first thing I have to do is gear up. Oh, what's that I see over there? That's a village, right? Let's check out the area. I hope it's nice and has a river, since that's what interests me most. It looks interesting and not bad at all. I'll do some trading and probably put you on fast forward. I know this looks like a normal survival start, but soon I'll get into the Create mod. I want to understand how mechanical energy is generated from scratch, and soon all of this is going to start moving. I don't know where they came from, but I came here to play an engineering mod, and here I am again with villagers. I really hate them. All right, the first tool I'm going to buy is the axe, because it's going to be really useful for me, although I need these two. All right, and with this, I'll be able to get sticks faster. I haven't tried anything from the Create mod. I mean, nothing at all. Just so you know, I installed not enough items, which allows me to do that. Here I have some things. Look, these are the windmills, man. This is what I want to make. I think if I press W, wow, it explains how it works. Phew, I don't understand anything, man. I don't get any of this. But we're going to figure it out today. At least I hope so. So many things, man. This looks super complex. I don't know how I'm going to figure out how to do this. Well, it's not the best pickaxe I could have gotten, but it has fortune wine, so I can't complain too much. Now I'm really going to the mine to explore. I think there's some new material. Sounds familiar, not sure. I'll see if I find anything from Create since I'm stuck in the village. Let's see what I find. I don't understand anything. All right, finally, the first mod thing I find. I have no idea what this is, but it's a new ore. All right, it's zinc, very typical of industrial mods and that kind of thing, zinc. This thing is what I need. Let's see, it's very abundant. It's not easy to get, but I'm going to try to take at least a stack to start testing things with it. I'm heading to spawn. I want it to be nice. I'm settled here and want to build my house with windmills and everything. And to get started a bit, Create has some achievements, and since I don't know any recipes, I don't know anything. So to start somewhere, I'm going to start here. And the first thing it tells me is to get an andesite alloy, which is the most important resource. All right, I'm going to make 4 of these alloys, andesite alloys. Okay, what does the achievement say? I've gotten my achievement. I can do 3 things. I'm going to go from top to bottom, not exactly. Apply andesite, It says I have to apply it to this wood, which is this one, the striped one. But do I have to apply it with a click? Ah, yes, with a right click. Okay. And what does this do? I can't interact. What's the point of this, man? Mechanical press. A mechanical press. Okay, I need this. An iron block and a shaft. What is it that moves the energy? I don't know, the thing that spins. I can't move forward. I don't need energy. We need a water mill, which I want to build here. I'm really excited about it. I'll make a big one right away. Come on, a big one. Wow, what a beautiful monster, huh? Should I put it in the water or what? Oh, it won't let me there. It doesn't move. Maybe because the water isn't moving. Hey, is that it? Nah. I'm a genius. I'm a creator. Okay? Huh? What did he do? He messed up my iron. Well, the water mill doesn't seem that hard. Let's try to go for the next one, which is the windmill. So I understand that I have to do these two things. This seems like a sticky piston. It'll rotate here. Honestly, I don't know its purpose. You have to change the rotation, but I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how this works. Should I shape it or just blow like this? I don't know. I don't know what I have to do. Let's do one thing. First, I'm going to build the house. Okay. And then I'm going to investigate properly, see how it works, and see if we can make a good windmill. Okay. Look, from here, you can see that it's turned out to be a nice house, honestly. I think we have a house that's more than enough for 10 days. Let's see, the roof is made of deep slate, okay? So I'm gonna wait because right now I don't have time to start mining deep slate with an efficiency 2 pickaxe and all that. And, well, okay. I'm putting the mill here and it seems that the problem I had was that I was only placing 6 of these and I should put more. Okay, like this. And I click it. There it is. It's working now. Let's see. It's my first working mill. It's a bit ugly, right? But, well, what do I know? I'm sure we'll figure out how to make a nicer one. How does the water mill look there? The first one is fine, right? Well, the idea is that in this part here is where I'll be able to use the stuff. So basically, this is what crushes things, right? It's so slow, huh? How can I make it faster? Let's see. I'll try. Okay, not this. This doesn't work like that. I'm seeing here cogwheel, which I don't know how to translate, but it's like a gear. Well, it's not exactly a gear. Yeah, a small one, a big one. Of course, I get that spinning this one. Makes it spin faster. Look, I have an idea. This is spinning. If I make it spin and connect it to a small one, this spins faster, right? Or am I just imagining things? The thing is, it doesn't seem fast enough to me. But how many times can I do this? Because if I do this again now, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. Let's see how fast this is. Wow, I managed to make that much faster. What for? Well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what it's for. Here, the goal is a windmill with maximum efficiency. Let's do it. I already know how to get that achievement. And the thing is, for every 8 of these you add, let's say it gives you about 1 more rotation per minute. So it's a little bit faster for every 8 of these you add. All right. I'm starting to understand this mod, huh? I'm starting to understand this mod and you can do some really, really cool things. The thing is, for everything I want to do, I'm not sure if I have enough, but I can do this. I already have the mechanical mixer. I'm going to do this right now since I don't have many sources of energy. Could I use the same one? Well, I don't know. For now, I'm going to do this. Okay. Look, I need the wheel to be like this. What a mess, huh? Sorry about this, okay? I'm just figuring out the mod. Don't give me a hard time. Hey, this gear stuff is super fun, huh? He tells me. It seems like it's not rotating fast enough. Yeah, it doesn't have enough speed. Okay, well, I don't think I've shown it, but I made the glasses, I put them on, and they don't really let you see much either. But here I'll show you something very important, which are the stress units, which I understand are stress units. It says 516 there. But anyway, what I did was put 1,000 of these. And here I managed to get it up to 256 stress units, which before was at 64, I think, and it wasn't working. Let's see, I'll throw this away. Now I'm gonna plug in the mixer here. Okay, so if I now add 1 of andesite and 1 of the other, perfect. As you can see, it says there's an alloy there, but you have to take it out. What an ugly item, honestly. Okay, supposedly, if I do this, I connect this. Okay, if I do this, I'm turning it. Okay, now, when I throw in here 1 of andesite and 1 of zinc, the item gets shot out over there. Perfect, but it turns out I can make one of these. I put a chest here. There it is. So for it to go in, I'm gonna do... Let's see if it lets me. If I throw the whole stack, it takes them out 1 by 1. Great, now I have the factory for this item, which is very important. However, after this, I have a big problem. I have my house and energy, but my inventory has no food. Today's episode, I want to learn how to make an automatic farm. All right, since I don't really know where to start, I think the first thing I'm going to do is try to follow these achievements a bit. There are quite a few, but it's a way to get familiar with the mod. Let's start with this one, a wind turbine, which I understand is to give that some speed. Okay, I have to press 3 iron ingots. If I throw them all at once, what would happen? It goes one by one, right? Okay, so with this crafting, I basically make a mechanical harvester, which I imagine by its name, mechanical harvester, does what it says. Not now. How? Well, I don't know because it won't let me place it. And I'm supposed to make an automatic planting farm. I'm going to make one of these crops with seeds, and with that, I'll see what I can do. Okay, as you've seen, I just learned how to use these mechanical pistons, which are a bit weird. It's like you can add the extension, the harvester. This one needs to be moved to be activated. I don't know if you saw that there. Meanwhile, there's something interesting, of course. It's that these things happen with mods. Normal items can sometimes be obtained in another way. It seems that I can get the slime ball item with these two. If I get this, which I don't know, it's dough, like what Homer Simpson says, not dough. But look, what a curious thing I just discovered about dough. Okay, now the particles are coming out. Okay, this pushes me. Yeah, all right, I guess it'll take a while. This is crazy, and this gave me obsidian. Wow, welcome. Okay, do I have to make a portal here to go to the village? My idea is to enchant some things there and see if I find a fortress along the way. Let's see. I'm here to get bookshelves because I'm going to need 15. I'm going to enchant and I'm going to do a little bit. The nether, please. Let me get something decent. Protection 4. Well, I'll take it, okay? Look, it's even gotten dark on me today. I was totally ready to go to the nether and cause chaos here, to bring a blaze in here and everything. And I started looking at the guide. Let's think this through. No, I want slime, the slime. I need this and I need this. And of course, to make the cruising wheel, well, you need this for it. Well. But it's all much simpler because it looks like I can do it with milling. So I'm going to do it right now. I think I can do it. Spin it from below or what? Yeah, it looks like it. First, let's see if my invention works because I need wheat. So I'm going to get it. Well, it worked. Now, well, to start with, we would need it to be sticky. So let's see. Okay, I threw wheat at it. Here. Okay, that's it. I right-clicked and it gave it to me. The turbine works for me, but this feels like too much. I'd need to use water, though I can do it this way. Okay, and if I combine this with green dye, I mean lime dye, I get it, okay? You have to get lime dye with that, but is there any other way, right? I've seen taiga here, but I've seen it physically, I mean, with my own eyes. Let's go. And in the taiga, there's this thing called fern, which is this right here, that you can get in the taiga, and this gives me dye directly. Okay, I've arrived and my shears. I plant this, I harvest it, and it gives me 2. So I have infinite. I want to get the rotation from here. So for that to spin, I would have to do this and this. Then I take this rotation down and do this. And now I have it spinning. 64 in one go, huh? For the white dye, basically, each of these gives 1. But if I put it in the crusher, it should give double. This should give me 26 and then the bones. If I use this, it doubles. So I make lime dye, which I have a lot of, combine it, and get what I need. Slime balls. Wow, that's great, man. I already have 7 slime balls. Okay, guys, I think I'm starting to get this. I've been looking at a few things, and let's see if what I want to do works. Look at this block I made. It's the linear chassis. If I put this like this and add these harvesters here, and one of these mechanical pistons, which is what's going to move it, and then if I now make this move forward, as you saw before, it works, and then backward, it does too. So I'm going to put a stream of water here, okay? And here I'm going to use a water wheel, but I'm going to use it in a different way. I'll explain it to you now, okay? Now I connect it there. Wow, it did this really fast and it picks up everything, but now I want it to go back. So for it to go back, what you have to do is change this like this, and then it turns. And how do we make this change from one side to the other every X amount of time? Redstone. It's turning to one side. When it's done, I make it turn to the other, but the idea is for this to have a clock. Wow, that was close. I timed it perfectly. It didn't seem like it, but I actually made an automatic farm. It's fully automatic, so I can just leave it and not worry about anything. Well, wait, maybe I'll make a bread factory, huh? Okay, all right. My idea is that you pick up the wheat from here and throw it into this little machine. This little machine is the one that turns it into wheat powder or whatever. That's it. So this conveyor belt needs to be set in motion. And to make it move, I'm gonna put a water wheel here. If I put this here, okay, in theory, I throw a piece of wheat in, and if this was working, which it isn't, it would take the wheat out here. This wheat, if I apply water to it with this thing here, what the water does is turn it into processed wheat. And then, with fire, it gets cooked and turns into bread. If I put fire here, which would be with netherrack and a lighter, and let's try the magic. All right, I'm gonna throw this here and start it up. Okay, this should turn into there. You see it turned into this item, and now with the heat, it should turn into bread. It turns into bread. There it is. How wonderful. I finally have food. Finally, I have food. Okay. Today I have two main objectives. I hope this time I can accomplish both. And the first one is to do the same thing, but with trees, which I think should work with trees. I don't know. We're going to check. And my other objective is to connect this with this. So the wheat goes straight here, no manual input needed, and it automatically makes bread for me. For this to happen, I need to get into a new technology, which is brass technology, which is this right here, and you get it with zinc and copper. And also one of these blazes. Okay, I don't remember where I read it or heard it. It should work with a tree, I'm not sure, but let's try it. I should have tested it in creative mode first. It's possible, but let's give it a try. I'm gonna plant a tree for you, a regular one. First of all, maybe I'm just imagining things, huh? And this doesn't work like that. Oh, it's so slow. Everything is slow. It builds up tension, huh? Audience retention, audience retention. Will it happen? Will it not happen? Will I cut a soap? It hasn't happened. I'm gonna sleep. Okay. Something that makes a lot of sense is that I don't need, the pickaxe. I don't use it, that I don't need this. The harvesters are for wheat, for carrots and those things, for crops, and apparently I need this here, which is a saw. We're not gonna try it. So slow, so slow. We're back to audience retention, cutting soaps. Will it work? Won't it work? Will it cut it? Well, it hasn't cut it. Oh, yes, it did. It cut it. Okay, look, I did this. This block here is called mechanical bearing. My problem now is that when I turn it on, it doesn't spin with the things. So I put this here, which is a special glue, and supposedly, if I do this, okay, it looks like everything is stuck together. If I make this grow, it'll cut it as it spins, which is great, but the items just stay there. It doesn't have to be like that. Apparently, if you place a chest, everything should go in. At least that's what I've read. Let's see if it works. Will the saplings go in too? I doubt it. Wow, the saplings too. Hey, about the chest, look, this could be like one of those mini games, like in Squid Game. You have to jump there to die because you have half a heart, and if it hits you, it kills you. Now the next problem is that I can't replant this. I mean, it doesn't replant itself. It's not like with the other one, but there is a block that's supposed to help me. This deployer works to do all the actions a person can do. It's clear that for the next phase of things we want to do, we already need brass, both for what I want to do there and what I want to do over there. So without further delay, let's get the brass. I have to catch a blaze to do this, so, well, to the nether, catch a blaze, the first blaze. How do you do this? Wow, that easy, right click, and that's it. Wow, so I'm gonna put this in the mixer and this doesn't turn on. Oh, you have to give it flammable items. All right, that's it. I already have my first brass. Okay, we're getting into materials, but I'll quickly summarize for you. How do I make this rose quartz thing? It's weird, I don't know. First, paper. Now I have to combine it with sand. Okay. The wiki tells me to do this. Why does it look like I'm eating it? Okay, electron bucket. Oh, that's funny. You right-click it, and if I give it some scissors, let's try something cool. I take the scissors. Huh? It actually works. I thought it didn't work. Okay, so now I have to combine, well, all of this. No, now it's all together. I'm gonna do it just to try. Oh, wait, okay. I get that it takes it from the chest, which is great, but it keeps giving me wood. Well, of course, because it doesn't know what to put. Filter, click with it. Okay, that's it, that's all. Will any tree grow like this just for testing? Look at that, it placed them all at once. All right, so I changed the water flow for a conveyor belt, so the conveyor belt will go through here, and look at this block I have here. It's so cool. Does this work? This is a filter. I can put items in here, and these items will choose where to go, so that the seeds go this way and the wheat goes that way, which is literally what I want to happen. Honestly, this way of generating energy is like the best in the game. Look, I've discovered this machine. Do you see that it's spinning to the side? Also, it was hard for me to change the direction, so here it changes the direction, okay? Look, this one works for me and makes this belt spin, and this one is fine. So if this falls here like this, let's see, little by little. Okay, it was around here, it was around here. Wow, the animation's really cool. And the production starts. Wow, that's awesome, huh? It makes me a lot of bread, okay? And what do I want to do with the seeds? Well, that's why I should compost them and make bone meal, but the bone meal doesn't work. It doesn't go in, okay? The mod isn't badly made. It's just that it works like with hoppers, actually. Composters only work when you put items in from above, huh? Like this, I have to use shift. I have to press shift for it to go in. Okay, it gave me an advancement. I'm not sure if this will take me out later, but let's try and see. It doesn't take out the item. I put that there, and let's see. Wait, I'm gonna connect it now, right? Okay, there go the items. Okay, this produces bread and this is producing bone meal. Let's see, let's wait a bit to see if it processes everything. Okay, pay attention to this, huh? Let's see if it makes sense. Okay, the seeds have to come out here no matter what. Well, I've reorganized it like this. If there was anything left, even better. Items are placed here on a shared conveyor belt, which delivers them to generate bone meal. The advantage is that only bread reaches this point. And on top of that, we're gonna have bone meal. Not just bread. I mean, we're gonna have bread and bone meal. And all of this without doing anything, right? Just being here away from keyboard. So what do I want to do today? I want to stop going to the mine since I always have to get iron there. But I would like to get an iron farm. I don't know if it's possible to make one with this mod. I want to believe that it is, that at least they've added something to make an iron farm. I have no idea. I mean, I have no idea how to make it. I don't even know where to start. So what am I going to do? Well, the usual. I'm going to play a little with the achievements. I already have quite a few. I'm going to try to make progress on all of these and see if I can get something out of it. Okay, this achievement, which I think I saw on day 1, I need a windmill at maximum strength. I mean, I need 128 of these. I'm going to set up one of those little things here with some shears, and there we go. I'm going to shear a sheep. That sounded really bad, man. It sounded really bad. If I have this deployer here and I give it power, of course it's not working now because it doesn't have any shears, but if I put my shears in it, ah, there it is. It works. I want the items to come out so I can put one of these on it. Ah, but the shears come out. Damn, right? What do I do then? So, all right, I put this on. Does it have a filter? No. If I add one, does it work? Let's find out. I'll make it as compact as possible and put the chest here. And this, instead of using a conveyor belt, the belt is actually pretty cool, but I think it should work like this. All right, I'm gonna make myself a wrench. Okay, if I do this, I change it. Look, now it does come out. All right, then it's perfect. That's it. I'm not a man. Diamond portable storage. Let's do it. All right, all right. Ah, this is good for the wood farm. Let's see. Is there a kiss or not? There's a kiss, but I'm not sure what they're exchanging. Is it about recognizing the chest? All right, Vale. Look, something really weird happened to me. I placed a hopper and this works. Supposedly this here is going to represent all the chests that exist in here. I didn't record it, but after repeating it a few times, it finally worked once. I tried with the hopper and it works now, though I'm not sure why. I'm just going to leave it as is since it's transmitting everything. I could actually make a factory of these, I think, using some deployer or something like what I'm doing here right now. It's not really necessary for me, but I think I could. Speedometer moderate. Ah, it tells you the revolutions per minute. This is what I was confusing with the stress units. I emphasize this a lot, but for example, this gives 1,000 units of stress, and here I'm spending 256 on this, 128 on this. How cool is that? I wonder what the maximum revolutions are. Okay, I have to do it with the stressometer. Look at what I was telling you. Ah, how cool, how cool. This tells me you're using 384 out of 1,024. So I still have capacity for, well, 600 more. Let's see, I've been following all these achievements a bit, and honestly, I can't get anywhere that leads me to. How can I make an iron farm? But I think I've found something, because since the series started, I've been researching a bit on how I can make an iron farm. Not a special item, no, it's like raw iron, but here it's like pulverized. This block, which is crimsite, I think it's in the nether, or I don't know where it is. But anyway, it's a block I can get easily. It gives me a 40% chance of getting one of these, which is one of iron directly. But of course, it's not infinite. It's a good alternative, but this is an automation mod, and I've found another system. One thing I haven't looked at is iron nuggets. And it turns out that if I check the ways to make iron nuggets, there's one that's really interesting. And if you apply this to gravel, which we've already seen, the water with the fan, it gives you a 12%. One nugget is little, 12% is little. And you might say, well, but gravel, it's the same. You have to mine gravel and it's a hassle, but it turns out it's not, because look at this. Cobblestone gives gravel. I need to set all this up. I mean, it would be a kind of combined machine. I need to build it. Well, I don't know. Let's see, I'm gonna start here. Since this water is conveniently placed, okay, this generates cobblestone. So if I put this here and use it, I'm not a scientist, but you shouldn't be able to cut stone with a saw. There must be more to it, and it seems there is. This here, okay, let's see if I put this here and use the crank. Now it works, okay. I guess I can put them like this, okay. And I need to power this. I'm going to use a big windmill instead of a small one, just in case. Damn. This is like really slow. No, it's not working for the rotation speed controller. I'm going to do it since it should save me from setting up 84 gears. That sounded broken. I don't know if that's good or bad. I've got it. I even got the achievement and everything. So if I put this here, I'm going to set it to the maximum. Wait, that's not the maximum. Now it is. Wow, that's crazy, huh? This really is the maximum speed. Hey, what just happened? Overstressed. 1,024. At the speed, so if I lower the speed, the stress goes down. Well, that would make perfect sense. Honestly, it really does. The thing is, I'm at my maximum capacity, so my idea is to put millstone there, right? So then I have to put 2 units of energy here, but I would like them to come from the gearbox. I just discovered this one, and it's amazing, huh? All right, so I'm gonna set this to the maximum revolutions, okay? So the idea is that the flow will be distributed between these two, and it all has to come out through here. Also, there's nothing but gravel here, so, well, it's dangerous. How cool. Or would all the gravel shoot out? Now I'm going to see where this ends up. Okay, it falls a bit between the two. No, I don't know exactly which one it falls into. Now we just need to use one of these fans to spray water on the gravel. And then I'll be able to get, well, I'll get flint and I might get an iron nugget. Okay, that's it. Let's see. It should work. Let's see, right? If 3 are enough, I guess they are, because in the other one, they were. But okay, it disappeared. That means it gave nothing. And there it gave flint. Can I connect the stress to an ether? How does this give me 0? Okay. I'm reading it wrong, of course. 0 is what's left. There are 0 units left. The first iron generated. I know I want to do this. And then I'm going to have the nuggets go through here. And then I'm going to make a new one. Here and here I'm going to put it. I don't want the flint at all. What can I do with the flint? Let's see, I can make andesite, so we could have unlimited andesite. That should be enough, okay? Now we just need to check if it works. All right, let's throw things in, of course. To get them in, I have to do this. Hey, my first iron ingot generated by the farm. I want to make a much bigger factory for this, something scalable, because this isn't scalable right now. So if I use these iron nuggets and then make andesite with this trick here using lava, gravel, and flint, which of course I have all three. Well, not the lava, but I can get it. Can I make andesite? So I can make this item that's used in absolutely everything. Well, I can have it infinitely too, which I think would be really, really, really good. But to do that, I need another source of energy, because stacking 200 windmills, well, that's not really it. So what are we doing today? Should we dive right into steam power? And I think it's pretty easy here. This is just about following the achievement step by step. We're going to use this little trick and go for it. Come on. First achievement. If I'm not mistaken, I have to do this. There it is. Let's see. Watch how a fluid container fills up using a dispenser. In the tutorial, it was placed here, not the mechanical pump. And to make this spin, well, a windmill, right? Or what? Did it even give me an achievement that looks like it's drawing water? If I put this here, it fills it with water for me. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And I guess I can do this with lava too, but of course lava isn't infinite like it is here. Watch how a fluid container empties using a drainer. It comes out here, but it's not filling it, right? No, it's not. Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Was that the achievement? A bucket is a fluid container, but it's a tank. Excuse me, isn't it? Next move, unroll a hose reel and watch how a body of fluid empties or fills up. Ah, you choose how far the hose goes down. Ah, this is to make a well. Can I? I don't know if you know what this means. I can't? Literally? Making an ocean emptier doesn't look easy at all. Not even close, huh? But can I make a mega ocean emptier? Okay, then me? Supposedly with this, I lower the hose. This is at 6.823. And what if I add a little pump? Well, what that's gonna do is fill it up, and I don't want it to fill up. Wait, the other way around, it's filling. It's taking water out of there. Oh, Industrial Revolution, come on. And when does the part come where I get helpers and take surplus value from them? Oh no, sorry, that's the part of the Industrial Revolution we're not gonna do. I can't include it. Oh. It left me here. With enough heat, water, and boiler space, it generates rotational force. At least 4 fluid tanks are needed, with the help of blaze burners. The resulting power can be increased. More power requires more water, size, and heat. Each added power level allows another engine to run at maximum capacity. I want to try making the steam engine somewhere, but I'm not really following any order. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying things out anyway. The super factory on that island, let that be a full factory of things. Let it bring everything to me, maybe over a bridge. I'll try to do it from memory. All right, let's go. I'm going to set myself that challenge. I need to get some water. That's the first thing. So I'm going to put down a pipe, but I'm going to make it pump stuff out. Not with this, no, but it has to go the other way. I'm going to make it turn in the simplest way possible. Okay, it's filling with water. Some stuff is coming out, but not much water. Heat, I need to add heat. I have to put in the blazes, guys. And then I need something that works as fuel, right? I'm going to use coal, I guess. It has heat, but it doesn't have enough water. Ah, it has to be higher. I think this is going very slowly. I think it's because it's going very slowly. All right, is it working now? Doing it with gears is a bit shabby. It seems like it's a little short on heat. All right, and now I want to add a stress meter, right? 32,000. These are 256. And a mill, those are 500. Now we have 32,000, but that's because I put 2. I mean, if I only put 1, it's 16,000. Okay, but how many can I put in total? Of course, damn, it needs a lot of coal, huh? Maybe I should make a lava factory or something. I really need to check this out in creative mode, huh? Because this really does have quite a few layers of complication. Well, but before I do that, I have to go get a bunch of blaze burners. Let's see if I don't die trying. Let's see if I don't die. Whoa, there were a lot of skeletons. They knocked me down and almost killed me. I'll start building here. I'm not sure if everything will fit, but I plan to fully industrialize the island. I'm going to try something because I know I can make a lava farm, but in the Nether there's a lot of lava. It's very complicated, but it's way more fun to do that, huh? Way more fun. It would probably take me longer than using dripstone, but I enjoy the mod more this way. What I plan to do seems pretty dangerous, right? Damn, it went pretty deep, huh? But anyway, you get what I mean. I don't know how much equals a bucket here. I have to check, so. Of course, here I could set up a factory with that thing that Extraño brings and take it. If I connect the portals properly, I'll set up a portal next to it and that's it. So I'm gonna set up what I set up before, but I'll do it here. I hope it's deep enough here. I'll put this like this and I'll drop the hose down. And here I need a power source. Since I have a lot, I'll put in a lot. This is giving me 2,560 units of stress, which isn't bad at all, huh? The thing is, it's a satellite monster. Here, I've set this up to extract lava, which will come out here. I'll make several buckets and put them here. We can increase the speed on this, or we should increase the speed, see how it goes at this pace. Well, or maybe we shouldn't, because then we'd have too much lava. So this lava is going to go through the Nether somewhere. It has to start arriving. The Nether wasn't loading, huh? Amazing. Maybe I have to do something to load the chunks over there. But the first one has arrived, and now there's something left that's a bit more trivial. There's something called a mechanical arm. I saw it the other day, and I don't know how it works. But let's make one, okay? While I have everything marked, now I have to place it, okay? Let's see if I throw this here and do it like this. Whoa, 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 whoa. We did it, my people, we did it. What I don't know is what the robotic arm does with the empty cubes. If I could send them back, that would be great. And I'm gonna put one of these, but here there's gonna be an empty cube. You can only take out empty cubes. If I put a little monster there, hey, 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 you grab it and... There, that's going very well, okay? Okay, that's it, it's working, okay? And here the cubes come out over here. The idea is that these cubes that come out here go around and go back in here, so I don't have to deal with infinite cubes. The whole circuit is closed and it works well, but it has a problem. It's that these items are going to despawn, and the other thing is that even if these items go here, the other side isn't loaded enough. The solution is simple, and I'm sure many of you have already mentioned it in the comments. In the end, since the lava buckets are limited, I'll just put a place in between where the lava buckets will be stored, and that's it. Okay, what's happening now is that there will always be one lava bucket here, so this won't run out, and as long as there isn't an excess of lava buckets, it'll work. Now I need to make the stasis chamber, or catapult, on the other side, a chunk loader. I have the ender pearls, but the law of least effort made me research more. There are a few easy ways to do this. Let's see if I get it right. I'm supposed to put a lighter here. I hope this doesn't burn. I fixed it. I just read in a YouTube comment that you have to change the minecart with hopper for a minecart with furnace, and it works. Oh, and by the way, of course, I had forgotten that a torch was supposed to go here, which was also important. If you ask me, okay, if another one comes soon, I'll take it for granted. This is already 100% done, and I'm a machine. And I've invented a really fun system. Like the video, if you think it's more fun this way, no, just subscribe already. I haven't reached a million. If the lava bucket comes, you subscribe. Come on, man, you're holding back, but if the lava bucket comes through here, you subscribe. I hope it hasn't come already, huh? I'm impatient. Well, it's okay, because now 2 are gonna come and you're gonna subscribe. Olay, how does it fall? Does it fall? Nice, huh? 2? And I think that's it, Olay. I think I can increase by 2 sizes. Let's see, 1, 2. Oh my God, huh? That has gone up a lot, and I'm gonna add more of these. Why not? To see what it's capable of producing. It works, but it doesn't have enough water for that. I'm gonna completely remove this rudimentary system. Making this accelerator by hand every time is tedious, so I'll automate it and produce several at once. I'm not sure if you remember this item I really need and find useful, but I'm going to build a small factory for them. The gold will enter here. The mechanical press will turn it into laminated gold, and the gears will be here. All right, so I'm going to keep building it. I'm going to make it spin around here. It's going to come in through here and come out again. So it's going to go like this. All right, so here goes the small gear first, the big gear second, and iron nuggets third, and it'll just go around. Well, and much faster. We're going to make it much faster, but this is just so you can see how it basically works. There it is. I have to put a filter here so this one goes through. I finally have the much awaited precision mechanism. Someone mentioned in the comments not to call these stress units, but to call them effort units. And I think that's a much better translation, much better. Effort unit instead of stress unit. So each engine can handle 16,000 units of effort. So I probably have the option to add more of these arms. Well, I think I'll only need one, but I want to connect everything here. I recently visited a historic beret factory in Balmaceda, but I won't tell you about it. And in that factory, everything was mechanical, like what I've done here with this steam engine. But they used the river's current. They diverted the river with a diversion like this and got the energy from there. And so in the factory, there was one of these, like a bunch of these, a giant shaft that went across the whole ceiling with pulleys and everything, connecting all the machines. Those people definitely knew something, so I'm going to try what I saw in that factory. Seriously. So my idea is to run a shaft all along here, and if I need to connect a new machine, for example, I can just do it there. I just use the power from this shaft. And since it has a lot of units of force, it should work. So I put a gearbox on it, and I'm going to run everything through here. Okay, great. Pulling 16,000, obviously. It's not going to use all of it. All right, I've put a bunch of those there. I'm going to put, let's see, 3 gold ones to try it out. What a mess I've made, huh? There has to be a better way to do this. Let's try it. With 3 ingots, I'm not sure that's enough for 3. That's true, the last one was missing there, but it's fine, no problem. Maybe I'll put 3 hoppers and chests up there and that's it. And let's use that and I'll bring all the gold I have. All right, let's see. Here goes the little one. I'm going to put a stack of each and a stack of these 2. Okay, I can make a speedometer now, right? Let's see if I'm not making a mistake with how I'm doing this. Okay, instead of making this spin, I'll make it spin here and set it to the maximum, 256. Do you see the speed? It's not in fast forward, everything's backward. Sorry, I'll put this gold here, that's the real speed, okay? This isn't sped up, okay, let's stop it, what's the problem? I'll explain it to you. The circuit has to rotate the same items 5 times, but if you're constantly putting items in, the circuit gets overloaded. So we need to make these come out slower from here. How do we make them come out slower? You might be wondering. There are 2 ways, but I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to slow down the mechanical press because the items wait for it. So I just slow down the mechanical press and that's it. This will go one way at one speed and this will go another. But yesterday I found something new, the encased chain drive, which should be easy to make. Let's make a few. This is really cool because it chains movement. This has a very simple solution, which is to do it like this. I'm gonna make 32 small gears. I don't know if 32 will be enough, but I've run out of andesite, huh? I mean 0. Nah, not even close. Well, I got 10. All right, well, you have to trust me that this works because this is gonna slow it down enough for the circuit to have time. And I want to try something, damn. I'm already spending 12,800 out of 16,000. No, I can't read, guys. 12,800 is what I have left. Even so, I'm going to move this like this and like this to have a lot more. Now I have 45,000 left, more than enough. All right, so like I told you before, the factory's going to go more or less around here. It's a pretty complex factory. I've had to research quite a few things. I spent the whole morning researching things off camera to figure out how to make it. Although at first, what I'm going to do is use the knowledge I already have about things, all the things we've been doing. I'm going to add a couple of new concepts, nothing too crazy, just a couple of new concepts. But basically, with everything I've already learned, can I make this mega factory? If this gives me 49,000 units of effort, if I combine this with this, the units of effort add up. Yes, they do, so I'm going to do it like that, all in the same place. There they are, All 131,072. Let's see who spends this. I'm telling you now that I'm not going to spend them today. If you remember the last time I made cobblestone generators, which are over there, I put hoppers underneath, but, well, I've been doing some research, and if you put a conveyor belt underneath, it falls perfectly. I mean, it lands perfectly on the belt. And not only that, but the faster the belt goes, obviously the more you can get out. And the lava, well, there's no center, which kind of bothers me a bit if I didn't do it wrong. That makes cobble, that also makes cobble, that also makes cobble, and so on for all of them, okay? These are my generators, to which I'm going to attach 6 drills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I'm going to move simultaneously with shafts. A belt can go at 256 RPM or revolutions per minute, which is the maximum speed it can go, like that one. From there, I check the wiki, and the wiki says it can carry 10 items per second, which is a lot. The wiki also says that these drills at maximum speed mine 1 stone every 0.6 seconds. So if you do the math, does that mean with 6 you get 10 per second? Can I really fall down here? I should use regular glass too, but like I said, I'm poor. That works. I'll connect everything now. Everything's coming out now. Are you ready? Let's go. Do you think that'll be enough? Cobblestone, have you seen? Isn't that enough cobble? You could say so. Okay, I'm going to put an intermediate chest. Why? Because it's coming out one by one, which isn't convenient for our next step. So if I put a hopper here, then in principle, all the cobble will go to this chest. And I want it to come out in stacks of 64. And how do you do that? By putting 64 here. I'm going to set it to be exactly that, okay? And just in case, I'm going to filter it so that only cobblestone comes out, just in case. So if I connect it, we'll see. Now this happens, it's going to give us. Cobblestone stacks are 10 per second. Well, it's every 6 seconds, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is, stuck. Now what we have to do is turn the cobblestone into gravel. For that, we have to crush it. A grindstone is what we've been using, and like I said, it's half as fast, but the crafting is infinitely cheaper until I realized and began batching them in groups of 64. The difference is that the grindstone only processes items one by one, and the crusher processes them in batches of 64. So for all of this, I'm only going to need 1 crusher. We need a mechanical assembler, that's it. It gave me 3. Why do I have 3? 21? I need 21. Of course, I have to make the whole layout. I need 21 mechanical assemblers. I'm going to throw the stick over there and leave it set up like that. Okay, it's wrong. Okay, I know what happened. It's what I saw in the tutorial. They all have to converge at the same point. Now they all converge at one point. I'm gonna put a chest. I don't know if it's necessary or not, but let's see now. What an unnecessary animation, right? Okay, I have 2 crushing wheels. I don't need more. Okay, well, for convenience, I'll make the items go up here. And just to make sure, well, they would fly out. Okay, they would fly out. If I don't put this here, it's like a hopper, though I'm not sure what to call it. It's a duct. So they're going to fall directly onto this wheel. These wheels have to spin, this one clockwise from this point of view, and this one counterclockwise from this point of view. That way, the item that gets crushed will fall down. Well, the thing is, if this spins forward and I put this here, it kind of transmits the rotation. If this spins left, now it spins right, then left again. Yes, it should spin like that. I'll do the same with this one. Let's connect it. Wheels of destruction, these things that break everything. All right, I got both achievements at the same time because both are at maximum speed. It falls through here and I don't know how many seconds it takes, but it crushes a stack pretty quickly. All right, so as you can see, this is good. This is a crazy amount of gravel. It generates a ton of gravel in a very short time. Let's move it. Oh, right, I wasn't explaining it to you. The wind. This generates particles. And what I was doing the last few times was placing 3, 3 like this in a row, 1, 2, 3. But the thing is, if there's an item in here, you see it's not moving the item, I'll use that to my advantage, letting the gravel stack get hit by the wind the whole time with just one. That way I don't have to keep placing them. I'd have to place 10 or 15 of these. Okay, for now I'll set it to 8. I think it worked with 8, but anyway, I need a big one. You know, you have to move it with a wheel like this, right? And this should make everything much slower. Okay, so here there will be a stack of gravel and a stack of gravel, and we need this to go at maximum speed. What speed? I set this to the maximum, Let's try it again and see if everything I added works. Okay, this mine's at full speed, pulling out 64 at a time. The particles shoot out even more than expected. Look at all that flint, it's crazy. That's it. This is really fast. Maybe too fast. Now this is important. I have to move all these items now, you understand? But here is where the gravel will go, and here the iron nuggets. Look, I'm gonna make I wanna make andesite. Now andesite is made like this: a mechanical press, flint, and gravel. Obviously here's flint and here's gravel. How would you do this at home? Forget about the lava for a moment. Now how would you do it? Well, I'll tell you how I would do it. First, one of these because it's going to catch. From the gravel that comes here, I'm gonna have it in split mode. 32 will go here and 32 here. So we have to combine flint and gravel in one of these, and I'm gonna do it. For now, I'm going to add the lava by hand. All right, it spins well. I placed it facing up and used one of these. There it is. The print is here and should come out. As soon as I connect this, I think I'll do it easily. If I do this and like this, I'll have to take this out somewhere. And I want to give this some speed, but I also want to give it this speed like this. And now I put a little box in, not one of these like this. And that should go to 256. And this will also go to 256. Let's test the super machine. I'll pour lava on it. First andesite made with our factory. Super cool and super nice, but don't worry, we're not going to stop here. We want to make andesite alloy in the alloy. Did you see it in the first episode? I think I'm going to do that, but more pro. So I'm going to put one of these basins here, then I'm going to make the stone go directly in here. And on the other hand, iron nuggets have to go in, and I have to put a mixer, right? Okay? And I'm missing. What am I missing? Can I turn it on now or not? This thing I told you is really simple. Okay, should we connect it? Yeah, this is really slow. Maybe I need to speed it up. It's not connecting. It might not be enough. Do you feel this? Connect yourself, okay? This goes fast. See? Here, you've been heavy all day. It's about to pour some lava, making andesite and bringing in iron nuggets. Wow, this uses a lot of lava. Crazy. How many do we have? I've got over a stack already. Here, I'm going to split the iron nuggets because I want half to go into making andesite and I want to keep the other half. Because I want iron, because I also like iron. That's it, we just need lava now. That's all we're missing. Here we have what you could call infinite lava. It's just that the buckets come from the nether, so we need a way to transport the lava buckets, like liquid lava, over there. But before I get to that, there's something I need to do. My people, this world is crap. It's been 7 days, it's been 7 really fun days. I keep trying things and experimenting with new stuff and all that, but I can't have the world like this. It's really ugly. I cross by boat. I'm not that poor now. Just a little, but not much. I have to bring things into the house. I have to finish the roof of the house. I have to build a bridge. I don't have shulkers, but I'm gonna move it. Today is day 8, and it's the hardest of all, because first it's Thursday for me, and on Thursdays I'm tired. I don't know if it happens to you, but when I've worked a lot on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, on Thursday I'm tired. Besides that, I slept very little, 5 or 6 hours, and I had to work in the morning. I've dedicated these weeks entirely to this series, and I'm not doing anything else. But, well, I had to do this no matter what. And I'm recording this in the afternoon. I have plenty of time, so I'll just be here until dinner time. I may sound like I'm complaining, but I'm just saying I have to make an effort, and I do it gladly. Also, it's how I wanted to give the series its natural feel, and I think the charm of doing it every day also helps me make better episodes and be more involved and focused on the game. Honestly, when I get home or at night, I just start thinking about this mod. Also, I want you to thank the person who made the effort in the comments. It's Miguel, who is the person editing this, my editor, whom I've been working with since shortly after I returned to YouTube. And he's also putting in an incredible amount of work editing one of these videos every day, which is not easy at all. Those of you who have edited videos will know. And on top of that, he's doing a great job. At least to me, they seem really fun. So please Leave a comment or a message or whatever because he's there in the background. But this series is also thanks to him. Of course, this is only for very basic things, nothing industrial. That way it works better. I could swear this is at maximum. Plus, we get 128 revolutions. So it should press things pretty quickly. Okay, now comes the part that's the most troublesome. The roof. The sunset makes it picture perfect. It looks great. There's still a lot to do, and even on day 8, I have much to learn about the mod. When I post on Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube, people just say, please do more than 10 days or I'll kill myself right in front of you. Honestly, I'm having a great time, so I think it will last more than 10 days. But well, we'll see on day 10. All right, now I'm going to build the bridge, the one I've been saying I need to make and really want to do. Honestly, I'm really excited about it. For those of you who have seen Survival Rubik's Style 2, I'm going to make that bridge because it's really cool. I can't, can I? I don't have time to make another design, so thanks to Yael for this one. Thanks for it. Thanks for the design. Well, you know, a little bit of energy over here. Okay, now this arm moves faster. I want this arm to pick up items from here and drop them here, but I also want it to pick up the empty cubes that will be here and leave them there. With this, it should work, you see? And it's already dropping items here. As you can see, when a cube is missing, it will start placing cubes. This is fine. Here I put an intermediate storage. It's not necessary, but I like it. I like having an intermediate storage. I could take the lava directly from here, since in the end, it's just about the flow. But okay, now I have to lay a pipe, which I think I'll run underground and bring it out over here. This should be extracting, but is it not going up? No, look, I have this still and nothing is coming through. I don't need to put this here. Here I'll use a regular pipe, but I'll do the extraction here. And if I have enough space, I hope putting it here will be enough. Let's see if this meets the demand or not. Okay, nothing is coming in here. 5th test already. I don't even know how many times I've tried this. Finally, this is done. It has andesite, more iron nuggets, and it's making these. Well, we already have the lava system with its intermediate here in the overworld and connected here to the whole huge factory. All these past 8 days have served to get to the point where we're going to start today. When I started, I didn't even know what that was. I'd only seen it in a video. When we began, I challenged myself to build a machine that automatically mines entire chunks of the world. Today we'll start that journey. I'm going to need 2 days for what I want to do. I'm giving myself 2 days, but I don't know if that will be enough for everything I want to do. While testing, I discovered this gadget. I'm going to show you a little bit how this works. Basically, it's a rope and it goes down. I didn't know it did that. Wow, that's crazy, but that's not exactly what we want. It's like a kind of long piston because for the drill, I put a bunch of these. Like this in a chunk, for example, 16 by 16, and with a piston, I move them down. Is the piston thing complicated or is it about the pistons? It's not that easy, but this is a perfect alternative. Why is it that if I put one of these and lower it with the string, it breaks things? This is great, and it's the basis of what I want to do. I'm making a 3x-3. For example, I attach one of these contraptions and assemble everything with glue. And this goes down indefinitely. I'm going to try putting a chest on it like this. It stored it. Okay, it looks like the copper isn't breaking it. Now, yeah, it's because of the speed. I'm going to try to do it 16 by 16, that is, to fill an entire chunk. Let's see. Let's see. At first, I'm going to glue everything together, the first layer, just like we did before, only on a larger scale. And then, well, all the chests, but also going down. All right, let's see this in action, okay? This is done. You leave this mining a chunk here, and it's faster than Contour. Now it spins at any speed or direction I want. 128. I think I can make it spin faster. 64. All right, this is everything it has mined. It's going to fill up really fast, huh? Well, this is a lot of fun, huh? And it also exposes minerals. This is my very first quarry. Obviously, this isn't what I want to do as a challenge. I want it to be automatic. It's gone down to there. I don't know if it started mining deep slate yet. Okay, there are some things, copper. Man, for me, this is quite a lot, huh? I'm going to add more chests, and we're going to try to take it all the way down to the bottom. Ah, and the obsidian. What about the obsidian then? I can't tell if it's breaking it or not. Yes, it breaks it, but much slower. And it's reached bedrock, so it can't go further. There might be diamonds here. I'll turn it around since this is full and the other isn't. Ah, it's not full. I thought everything was. Wow, that's amazing. This is so easy, 17 diamonds already. What do we want to do today? Well, for this to empty out and move on to the next chunk and make everything automatic so it goes down, destroys an entire chunk, drops the items, and then goes down to the next one. Will 10 days have been enough to learn this mod? Or will I be left wanting and not be able to do this? So I need to raise this a lot. I think I'm going to lift the pulley. It's really high up and just pull the pulley and that's it. I'm not going to lie to you, that's good enough for today. I've looked at a lot of objects, and one of the objects I found while searching how to do this is called an elevator. I have it here, and while I'm unsure how it works, I'll build an elevator to construct in the air. I'll follow the tutorial exactly to avoid confusion. Okay, this is a redstone contact, which is something really interesting because when they make contact, it gives redstone. So the idea is that you put this thing here that's called an artifact controller, and this is going to help us choose the floors and all that, and this is what shows where there's a floor or where there isn't one. I don't know if it's going to be high enough, but in theory, if I put my contact here, it's supposed to be aligned with the other one, right? And now I have to, in a higher part, of course, put this, right? And here I have to give it power. Right click to make that spin, and this should already be spinning at full speed. Will it work? Okay, I like this speed, huh? Okay. Supposedly the pulley, if I want to put it somewhere, I have to put it here. And in theory with this, I'll lift everything up. I'll be here for a while, huh? Well, look, if I take this, which is called a crane, not a crane shaft, and I put a crane cart on it, it attaches. This is cool, so how do you move it? Well, simply, if you keep turning, the crane shaft moves. What does this mean? That if I make a long crane shaft, I can move this whole machine. Because then, if I put a redstone one on it, what starts to turn is this part here. So this way, I can simply activate or deactivate this line here, which can be infinite. I can switch between having the machine move forward and having the machine move downward. I mean, I'm really controlling all three dimensions with just a simple redstone block. And the rotation, of course, to change the rotation, there's a block I brought here called the gearbox, which if you give it redstone, it rotates to the other side. All right, so now it should go down there. It grabs everything. So if I stop giving power to the gearbox, it rotates to the other side. And this should already go up and we should have the first part of the quarry here working. That's how I like it. With this, I can control whether it goes up or down, and then we can change the movement mode on the x-axis. And then I can go forward and backward, so I could do this like this and start mining on the next one already. Now, I need to do with redstone what I just did with the levers, which was a mess. But first, I'll fill all of this with chests. I'm using a hopper clock, which is why I brought a few hoppers. It's the smartest option since it takes the longest, and we need mutation phases. Time. Classic hopper clock, you fill it with items. For example, I'll add 3 stacks and it keeps switching sides. When this arrives, it just switches on and off, being active half the time. It must connect to the main one, which controls the movement up and down. So when all the items finish arriving, it'll start going down like this, and then after a while, it'll switch to going up. This is fine, but it has the forward movement. The forward movement, how do we do that? Well, this here has to briefly deactivate and then activate again at the perfect point, which is when it has already gone up and is about to go down again. And for that, what I've prepared is this piston. We're getting into redstone. We're back, folks. If the piston extends here, it doesn't give redstone. When it retracts, if the pulse stays, I want to extend it, since one tick won't be enough. I've discovered that this thing here is called a pulse extender, which is from the mod and lets me extend it. I can even extend it for an hour. That's 35 ticks. I've calculated everything, because if I try during recording, I go crazy. It lasts 15 days, you'd love it. Right? Otherwise, damn, it just worked. I barely had time to even look at it. It's the next chunk. How wonderful, right? Now it should mine a few more. However, I'm going to stop this because now what I want to do is have the items go onto a conveyor belt and come out. Somehow. I'm going to use the KISS technique with the machine. How far does the conveyor belt go? I think I set its limit to 16, not the whole chunk. I'm going to place these, the KISS ones, and I'll have to break these, much to my regret. But of course, if I want them to kiss, I have to put 4 here. This is supposed to work like all the containers here. I mean, it works like all the chests. And it passes it here, and this one also works the same way, right? And here, I would need the brass ones that take out items. Items, they should take out the items, but when they kiss, of course. Okay, let's try. Let's force it, kiss, force it, kiss, force it, kiss. Okay, okay. How do I stop it? There are 2 chunks here, okay? Unless it lags a lot, I have an idea I want to try. It's a bit pricey, but I saw it could be done in episode 2 or 3, I think. And I said, well, someday it'll be useful to me, so today is the day. Today it's going to be useful, okay? So the idea is that if you put a lot of these like this, a few little ones here, one all together, which is not a small amount. Now I'm going to make a few chests, and so that this goes into the chest, I put it like this with these andesite ones. Should Koval work? I'm going to wait for it. I'm going to smelt it. Look at this. Here is where Koval will go, which will go straight to nowhere, and here. So I can put diorite, andesite, and then I kind of filter out all the big stuff. So only the ores would get here. Are you aware? Are we getting there? If I manage to do this, I've completed the challenge. All right, it's moving forward. It's starting to go down, and it should start breaking things. Come on, come on. I trust, I trust, I trust, I trust. How cool. I'm getting used to seeing it, but it's super cool. It's funny to watch it from here. It looks like they're editing it. It's almost here. Okay, release. I'm going to start sorting the items. Dirt, you go here. There's no more. I can't believe it. I'd like to know why they haven't come down. Honestly, this one here, this one here, this one here. I'm missing some gravel. Okay, I have enough now. Here it goes. Please don't let me down. I think it worked. Maybe it was timing. Let's see it in action. That's nearly everything. It's cobblestone, but there's more. Oh, look, gravel. I'll use this to spread gravel. Here come more. Look, guys, we did it. 10 days, we did it. What do you mean? I did it, okay? Not you, eh? Nothing. Yeah, you guys have been with me a lot. Diamonds, diamonds, redstone, copper, lapis lazuli, even obsidian, gold, copper. I have no words. How poetic. Behind me is all the progress that brought us here, and it keeps going. Now it will continue. I think this has been one of the most beautiful journeys on my channel. I really appreciate you joining me during these 10 days, one of the best experiences of my life. If you ask me, it's just me here, alone at my computer. That's all there is to it. I don't know if this is the end or just the beginning, but what I do know is that I want to keep building. No. Things that can't be achieved, that's fine, but we just can't do it.